Yeah, we are gonna go rob the armory because I can.
Yes. What?
You saw nothing. I am not here. I don't exist. I'm not here. You don't see me.
Intruder! Guards!
Yeah, call. Nobody's coming. Nobody is coming.
Well, I seem to have attracted a guest. What can I help you with? Oh, that would be the squeaky little gnome from Odessa. Smelled like vellum and book paste, as I recall. I was hired to take the note from him. Sure as rain. A gnomish scholar named Arancourt hired me to take it and throw it in the quarry. That's where you can find that letter if you're looking. And I can even give you Arancourt's orders as proof, if you pay the right price. I suppose you're right. If you care so much about the little rag, I can part ways with it. Now don't say I didn't give you anything. Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to recover that letter from the quarry.
The Seige 8 hand wrote the book on detecting hidden objects.
But for now, I've got that box she wanted me to steal.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guy Unstebik. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Okay, let me move down here. But I can do that.
May I help you?
Oh. Was not expecting you guys to be here. I... Nope. Okay, so there are some traps in here. Machine winds its shadows till the all-night box dissolves. Leave it. Okay. It broke. Oh, fuck. Oh, there's another chest here. Let's grab that. Alright. I did the thing, but it broke.
There is something curious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. Be gone.
Oh.
The Hierophant blesses Suncamp and all that walk within its boundaries. What is needed? You must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide.
Okay.
Farewell.
Let's do that thing then.
So hot out there.
And lastly, you arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution. His is a sordid life, and his will be a fitting death. He was a cutthroat, a brigand, a highwayman, and former traveler. He left my flock when we would not serve his gruesome tastes, and with his bloody ways he amassed a great fortune coveted by many. It would be if he was not a monster and a cutthroat, but despite this, Mon has amassed a sizable hoard before his arrest. He has cost the Travelers dearly many times, and sullied our name with his murders. Let the Travelers see the price of those that cross me. He is being held in Convict's Cavern in Apatir. He will give you the key to his hoard. This I have foreseen.
So it's just a short walk by the looks of things. There's a thing over here I need. Everyone's angry at me now. And maybe if I talk to you, you'll just let me in.
You're not supposed to be sniffing around over here. Go on, get. Go on now.
I mean, I did kind of...
Well, looks like one of Arjean's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon won't do that, though it sounds a bit of fun. You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Sun Camp came to gloat. Well, they've welded my door shut until I reach the gallows, so it's yours. But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs get for picking at Mon's bones. Claim my gold if you dare. Arjean can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive.
Snake Tail Grotto. That actually seems familiar. So I think I've been there. Or not. Sneaky, 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 stab. Oh shit. That's okay. I will stab the lot of you. It'll be fun. Oh, there's a shit ton of them here. I mean, if I hide, will they just do away with each other? That's fine. They are just kind of busy stabbing each other, so... So I can just go ahead and pinch this. That is mine now. Okay, that might be where his hoard is then. They haven't as yet even worked out I'm here. You think you were gonna win? No. Because I win. Yeah, that's... Oh, but let's go grab this shiny over here first. Shiny! What's his note? If you're reading this, I'm getting sent to the gallows and you've come for my riches. I had no friends in life, no family, no loved ones, which means you're either a leech looking to strike it rich off my efforts, or you're just some person that likes running around caves and reading things. Either way, I'm excited to inform you of this. There is no hoard. There is no gold or gems, only brass and cheap beads. You've gotten this far and it was all for nothing. Wish I could see the look on your face. It'll give me something to smile about when I'm wearing a noose. That was a cunty move. If you weren't already being executed, I would kill you myself. How did I miss a shiny here?
Well, well. Looks like Mon managed to pull a fast one on pretty much everyone. You know, I remember a time when the Hierophant couldn't be faulted, couldn't be fallible. Guess that's just sand in the desert breeze, Dove. I've found the missives of Sable and how to get them. I need you to steal them for me. The Hierophant's power is clearly waning, and all the travelers will suffer for it eventually. I chose this path because of vengeance. I was wrong. It's the future of the travelers what's at stake. With a proper bit of skill, you're going where no thief of these lands has stepped foot. In the vaults beneath the Odessa Livrarium. Seems to be where the gnomes hide what they don't want found, missives included. I've arranged for Phasma to meet you there, and show you the way in. He knows as much as I've told him. I'd have shown you the place myself, but after own stand, I might be recognized. Phasma's got a good head on his shoulders. He'll help you just fine. These are gnomes we're dealing with, Dove. Forget gold, wine, and power. They prize knowledge above all else. I suspect something to be in those missives that means a great deal to them. But who cares? They've got the book, and we want it. Now go. When you've got it, I'll be waiting for you with some friends in the Hospitalis quarters.
Okay.
Get on with you. You need to get moving, Dove. The longer we wait, the more the hero get on with you.
I was trying to run, but you've kind of got in my way. Like, there's only so much running I can do. Okay.
Another? What? What?
Ooh, there's a trainer in here. Is this a trainer that can teach me something?
What's needed? Well, our newest guest. I hope you are enjoying the Sandstone Villa. It is a lovely building. Be well.
The Alpha have a grand city in Rathir. But stone for stone, farewell.
Boo.
What's needed?
Just boo when it's stuff I already know.
What?
Was worth checking though, just in case. Okay. We need to steal a book from the Livarium. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yes?
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed. Grim learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgaren came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out.
Okay.
Some old book. Don't look at me for what's in it. The value that those cursed scullions place in the missives is what concerns Grim and I. I don't know if Trilgaren made the bloody thing or stole it, but she said it's one of a kind. Place an object under the shroud and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam.
Okay, let's go.
Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. They might be pint pots, but these gnomes will become vicious if they get wise to you. Right, you better go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them. Let's do this.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is... Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I was trying to be nice here. I was trying to be nice because I understand that you guys are literally just doing your jobs. actually trying to be good and do the opposite of not stabbing here. Alright, that's the way up. Okay. I don't want to kill you! You were just gnomes who were doing your job. I really did want to... Hi friends, thank you for the like. Let me do the thing.
God damn it.
I am honestly trying to be good and kill as few gnomes as possible. But there we go.
Fancy a chat?
You wish to speak?
You know nothing.
Yes.
Sorry I killed so many of you, though. I legit didn't mean to. I was trying to be good and sneaky sneak, but you guys attacked me first. If you could have just gone and let me quietly go in and steal the book and then leave, everything would have been fine and nobody would have had to have died. Ooh, there's a side quest there, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah? Hmm? Always happy to see a new face. Been some time since... So long.
Ew. More lockpicky skill. Can you train me more?
Back again? Can't say that I've much to offer you, but I'm always happy to talk. So long.
Hi.
Look, not much of a converser. Just bleed and leave me alone, right? Yeah.
But yay, I got me some quests.
Aye?
The missives of Sable. I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the Hierophant is. Argene of Sun Camp. We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job. The biggest we'll ever pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions, and the last one has been put into place. The Hierophant is Argene of Sun Camp. I've told Argene that I know her secret, and now she's asked to meet me in the ruins beneath Sun Camp. While we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will have her in chains, like she would have done to me. Argene tried to hand me to the gnomes for stealing the missives of Sable, a book they value greatly. Only you saved my life. She tried to do the same to you and Phasma in Rithen. After that, we started putting my true plan in motion. I found the missives of Sable and found the Hierophant's identity. Now, we'll frame her for the crime she tried to have me killed for.
And me? She tried to kill me too.
The meeting with Argene's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgaren and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgaren will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches.
Okay.
Good. To keep the element of surprise, you'll be using a secret entrance to the ruins. It's one of the graves in Sun Camp. Once you're in, meet with Krilgaren. Now, we've got to move. Do your part, and hopefully we'll see the end of this job.
What are you looking at?
Okay. Let's go then.
Yeah?
Like, she tried to kill us. She deserves this.
Crazy.
Like, I could put a knife to her throat here. I could do that. And take down anyone in Sun Camp who tries to defend her, but I'm not going to do that. I could, though.
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice. And your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grimm, Phasma, and Krilgaren to learn this plan. I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you clearly. Now I want to form a peace between us. I could use your skill. Frame Grimm for stealing the missives of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways. I suppose you believed it to be mere coincidence that it was Grimm who first recruited you into the Travelers. Grimm is crude and cruel, but with a bestial cleverness. He learned you were fateless, no doubt, long before the two of you met. He planned this rebellion long before Own's stand. He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared. And that weapon is you.
And if you hadn't tried to get me killed, I might be inclined to believe you.
Yes, yours is a fate I cannot read. I told you as much when first you prayed to me in Star Camp. I thought you were an aberration, but I'm coming to believe that you are instead a harbinger of times to come. Nature might cast us as opposites, as foes, but I believe together we might lead the Travelers to a golden age.
Plus, I like Grimm. He calls me Dove.
So you claim, but I can see the threads of fate do not guide you. Nothing is decided. Think on my offer and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grimm. Grimm will be in the East Wing, remember that. Grimm is in the East Wing. Do the right thing, or face my wrath. Farewell.
Well, how do I get past it then? I'm kind of... Like, you did me a vast solid just locking me in here, didn't you? Okay, so I'm hoping I have an autosave that's... Okay, that's not too far away. That's going to have to be the best I can do. Because I'm apparently supposed to be on the other side of that door.
At last, I can. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant. Shade. I'd frame Grim for stealing the Misses of Sable. So you claim. Think on my. Grim will be in the. Farewell.
Oh, come on!
At last, I can speak. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Shade. Frame Grim for stealing the Misses of Sable. So you claim. Think on my offer and take. Grim will be in the east. Farewell.
And here's the thing. I'm on the right side of the door now. Okay, that's fine.
You have come. I was concerned, for Arjin has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here. But they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grim believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Arjin as well as Grim. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you'll need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court. A statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber and you'll be fine. Though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use. A bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness. May the wind be at your back.
Yeah, I'd honestly prefer not to have to kill anyone. Ooh, I see lots of shiny things. I'm not here, you never saw me, I don't exist. Oh, unless I go the other way. That could be it. Sorry, but you weren't giving me much choice. Oh, that must have been the thing with all the eyes. Dabby. Okay, that's the east. And it's not the way we want to go. We want to go this way, I think. I'm gonna save it just in case I go to the wrong place. Nobody sees me. I am a sneaky ninja. They saw me. They saw me. Run away.
Enough of your farces, Grim. You claim you want to blackmail me, but that is not your true purpose here.
Why, your worshipfulness, you can't blame me for desiring to have you all to myself.
This has gone on long enough, little man. I grow tired of your stallings. They will cease immediately.
I couldn't agree more, my dear seer. Seems like it's time for things to wrap up.
Got the missives, get them!
I can't get down.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Like, I'm gonna have to fight them, but only because my allies need my
We
help.
must make our escape.
Okay, yep, it's this way. Up! Come on, guys! Let's run! Let's go!
Dove, we better run like hell if we're to get out of here.
There's a better time and place for this.
Yeah, don't mind me. There's a thing behind this door that I want. Or can I not get it because I need you?
What are you looking at?
Hey, can you open the door for me now?
Argine's hold over the Travelers is broken. The Hierophant is gone. The Travelers will never be the same. You are like the Travelers of ages past. I name you one among their number. They'll sing songs of you forever as the Chariot. No jail will hold you. And since you've used the Shroud of Omission so well, I figured you could make some use of this.
Many welcomes.
Ooh. Yay for sneaky things. Yay, yay, yay. Look, I'm just trying to get out of here in one piece, okay, guys? Can we just... Yes, I'm just gonna run this way, because... I've already killed a bunch of you gnomies. I don't want to kill any more of you. Okay. We have to go destroy some contraband. Okay.
tidings.
Another?
Yes?
Yes?
We're doing the sneaky around the armory again.
You don't belong in here. Trespasser! You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you making trouble again.
Boo! Okay. I need him to not be right there right now.
You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you making trouble.
Hey, look away. You don't see me. I am a ninja. I don't exist.
And who are you? You there! Halt!
Fine.
Don't let me catch you making trouble
Well,
again.
I already came in to do what I needed to do, so we're good. I don't need to be there anymore.
What?
I smashed what I needed to smashy. So we're good. Okay. Bum 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 bum.
Welcome, stranger. There are always prayers to Mitharu, but few answerers. Save the... Though the gnomes are capable of greatness, Mitharu does not smile on those that take from the meek. You have restored them, and ourselves. Be pious.
What?
Okay.
What now?
Okay. I don't appear to be trespassing, so it's okay.
Yes? Yes? Yes?
What the hell are you doing here? If you're going to stand out there and gape at me, you're going to get us both in trouble. Really? I've been in here so long, I thought they would have all forgotten about me. This means a lot to me. Thanks, mate. Get going.
I think the next one was from the... Alright. So if I get this one done again, I can just, hand all of the rest of the job board ones.
Yes?
And just do that together. So that's what I might do.
What?
What can I do for you?
Keep a cool head.
Okay. Who am I speaking to? Oh, merchants.
What?
I have reagents, potions, and recipes for sale. If you're interested, I knew better than to think my prosperity would go unnoticed. It seems all my success helps others instead of myself. Generosity is not something seen that often here. If not in my neighbors, I might place my trust in you. I'll donate to the poor, and why not to you as well?
Okay.
I'll be here.
What?
Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. If you've a head for books, come again.
Yeah, I do think there was a book. Okay, Hey, how would you like to buy a bunch of gas?
have a
Oh,
saying.
I will spin that in the
There's a
moment.
lesson never learned.
Velvet, I
Lots of
literally
lessons
just
in
looked
my
over and
years,
noticed
you
that.
never have to worry.
I was sorting junk.
Come again.
Hey. But while I'm getting the wheel all prepared,
Whenever you want. Sooner would be better, though.
is Phasmo?
Holy, oh god, oh no, fuck you, ghost, I'm out of here.
I would be too.
I didn't hear spirit box, I heard it for the parabolic microphone.
I would be out of there too. Okay. There we go. And the popcorn box of pain. How much pain are we talking though? Although I've only got 4 of these left. And then it's no longer warheads. And we switch to toxic waste. Which in all honesty are worse. It's either going to be green or blue because that's all I've got left. It's fine. I wouldn't put it on the wheel if... And it's a green one anyway. The green ones are slightly better than the blue, so... Because at least with warheads, once you get past the sour portion, it gets sweet, and then it's just sweet from the rest for the rest of it. The toxic waste, it's sour, and then it becomes sweet, and you're like, okay, everything's good, everything's good, everything's good. And then when you least suspect it, because it's got like sour, sour powder in the middle. That's just as sour as what's on the outside. At any point, that powder thing could just hit you, and it's just, you're just like, no, I just got over the sours. Yep. The whole reason I got toxic waste is I can get 100 of them for $6 from Kmart. Whereas warheads cost me $2.50 for a pack of like 8. eyes are watering a little bit, but we're past the sour. We're good now. Okay.
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need repair work for armor or weapons, I'm your man. Aye? And I suppose you're here to preach the virtues of helping my lazy neighbours. More like buzzards. I've been there before. I know what life is like in the gutters. I'll pay my part, aye. But it's you that's more deserving, I think. Here's some coin.
Yeah, our Kmart is probably what your Walmart is, kind of, but not kind of. Because it doesn't have like a suit. I think Walmart, you can buy food as well. It's just the department store part of it. Yeah, while I'm here, just repair all my shit. Thank you.
All right then.
Need something?
I can promise you'll always find the goods you need at Semble's. Care to browse? Share them with who? With... Oh, I see. It's not enough that I scrape out something for myself. You can't succeed in this city without someone coming to collect. You mean it, don't you? You actually care about them. Fine, I'll give my part. And thanks for your compassion.
Do you sell backpacks? Nope.
Please, come by again.
Well, you're no help.
What? What?
You are no help whatsoever.
Welcome, stranger. There are always prayers to Mitharu, but few answerers. Esclad Tyner is a troubled man, but many are those who need redemption. Though he may have wronged, he must not lose his spirit. Indeed, Mitharu smiles on a few, and it is their responsibility to share such providence. Your service will not go unrewarded. Be pious.
Okay, what's my next quest? Okay, I've got to go to the quarry for that one. Look, I'm just after a small thing. Okay? There we go. That's literally all I wanted. Okay, let's go.
Another? Hello there.
Don't believe me?
Yes.
You found the letter. But why would Scholar Erincourt want it to be sent and lost? She commissioned the letter in the first place. It is above my station to question her. But there is a higher plan at work. Please, stranger, find Erincourt and learn what is happening.
Fair enough.
Okay, you just got me wandering around. Okay, but I am curious. If I wasn't curious, and if I didn't feel the need to do side quests when I come across them, I wouldn't be bothered.
Good tidings.
No good will come of visiting the hospitality.
Who's there? Ah, you'll be looking for Scorn the Wren then. She's in the Basilica Nostra. Ah, you'll be looking for Scorn the Wren then.
You wish to speak?
I have heard that someone was helping my subordinate, Corden. It seems he has lost a very, very important letter. While I applaud your diligence in tracking this to me, I'm sad to say that Corden's error is grievous. He will be punished for losing the letter. That is a half-truth. I requested the letter of Corden, true, but it was not my idea. That came from a higher source. The Templars have reached a tentative quorum regarding our stance in the war, but a cautious few requested I draft this letter. A Templar must be obeyed. But what can be done when they give conflicting orders? So I had the letter written, and Corden lost it. Damn it all. I knew that Dirty Traveler was not capable of performing even the simplest of tasks. I will not allow you the privilege of extorting me. I will resign my position and name Corden as my replacement. We shall see how he fares. I would be very careful if I were you. You are known to the Templars, and it was never their intention to treat you lightly. I see. Blessings to you.
Okay, there's a package and stuff. I might as well do these things while I'm here. Alright.
Who's there?
Blessings to you.
Well, when I sent Audern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work. In so many words, yes, I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues. But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues.
Okay.
Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes?
Yes.
If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name. Very well. I shall ask another question. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer? I see. Here is my final question. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from? Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless. I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks. Yes?
Well, look, I've waited so long for these. There are some things you simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things. Very well.
Okay. Figured I'd get those out of the way while I was here.
What?
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
I still have a few bits and pieces to do, but for the most part, we're nearly done, I think, in this area. And then we can go back to places and do things.
You won't believe this. I've been presented with the opportunity to join the Basilica Nostra. It must have been from your help. I never thought in my wildest years. I only hope to correct a mistake. It will take time to be approved, but here is your reward with my thanks. Fair enough.
Next quest.
Yes.
Obviously, like, there's a chance we may come across more side quests, and in which case, yeah, obviously, we go do those things. But
What? Yes.
Bloody chest.
You're sure not making me run around much, are you, gang?
Greetings.
It's fun though, we chillin'.
Bloody chests.
What?
I think it's just trying to make sure that we've been into every part of...
What?
And you possibly had the chance to get all of the side quests?
What?
Okay. Where are we going? This way?
What?
I haven't been here, okay. Because there's a side quest. A side quest. Hello.
Yeah, this won't do. This won't do at all. Prophets haven't been up since... Oh, yeah, excuse me, you're the courier, yes? Good. You're early. We can begin at once. Why, the delivery to the Mortis Mining Branch office in the Hollowlands. Now, it seems we've misplaced our copy, so you'll have to reclaim the handbook from my old headquarters in Apotir.
Okay.
Good. Should go to the old Mortis mining offices in Apotir. Once you've found the book, bring it to a poor buyer. Fine.
What?
There's a 6th chapter? How many chapters does this book have? Just how many chapters does it have?
Yes. What?
Blessings to you.
Speak
What?
to Eric Ward.
Yes?
What? What? What?
They say what a lot, don't they?
What? Yes?
God damn, there's another chapter.
Blessings to you.
What?
I'm thinking at this point there is probably 10.
Be quick. The Basilica Nostra is the home of the... What?
Potentially.
Hello. Welcome. If you're looking for more than just idle conversation, farewell.
What's needed? Good tidings.
Greetings.
Good tidings. Well, there is much work left to be done to the Isles, but I can assure you, be well.
Wait, did I find them all? I did find them all, so where am I going now? I want this treasure.
Yes. Keep the peace while in the city.
Treasure, treasure, treasure hunt.
Yes.
Okay. I did all of that for a book of persuasion. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much. I mean, An extra skill is a level I don't need to... A level I can put points into another skill. Like... So it definitely could be worse. Okay. Alright, so how far am I going to have to go into this to... Alright. Alright, up. Alright. Kyokoko.
I've already lost 3 miners to the Barghists. Pardon? Oh, I see. The Home Office finally managed to dig up a copy of the Mortis Mining Branch Handbook. Thank you for delivering it. Good day.
And back to Odessa. It's a good thing I've got fast travel points and can fast travel places. It's a good thing I have that stuff.
Another? What?
I don't think I've checked out the house they gave me here in Odessa either.
Yes.
Good tidings.
I'll do that once I hand this quest off.
Well, I'm happy to learn that the Hollowlands branch has successfully received the instruction book. You have my thanks for this. Fine.
What?
So how far is this Odessa mine?
Greetings.
Yes, game. I am well aware that I am cursed. I have just not come across a doctor.
What?
You have come. Splendid, splendid. We can get things underway. Oh, don't mind my specimens.
I can assure you that they are heavily sedated, completely under control. I've amassed quite the menagerie. I would like you to fight them. I've paced the study so that there will be a gradation of difficulty. Their sedatives should wear off presently. Now, I'll get to my observation area, and then the study can begin.
Okay, so you just want me to fight things. Gotcha. Easy. I'll quit smacking me around. Oh, that's glitchy. That's glitchy. That's glitchy. Um.
That's grand, isn't it? I can't wait to have this written up. I may get to speak in the Basilica Nostra. You did very well out there. Please, take these potions to heal any injuries sustained during the experiment. Thank you once again. So long.
Alright, so I think... Alright, I'm just gonna leave. I will leave him with the rats. He can deal with the rats. The rats are not my problem anymore.
Enter at your own risk.
Now, where's my house?
What?
Like, I'm not entirely sure why they gave me this house, but... Ooh, there's a quest in here. Okay.
You. So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, Decanus Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection. I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Could be some leads. Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa. Yeah, good hunting.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
Milo, greetings, Master. I am Milo.
Yes,
I am here to manage the household affairs of Farewell, Master.
Eh.
Coming to take a rest at the manse, then? Fair. Yeah, good hunting.
Okay, let's find out who...
The Basilica Nostra is the home of it.
What?
Yeah, so let's find out who sent the letter thing and stuff like that.
Yes?
Glad I decided to check out my house.
What? Yes?
Because they still don't know why I'm being housed there in the first place. Okay. Stairs down.
Blessings to you.
There's much to prepare for my life in the Basilica. But I've got time for you, of course. What's needed? Yes, it seems letters are the only thing anyone ever come to me for these days. You've helped me, so I'll do my best. According to several writs that have passed my desk, she will be in the Basilica Nostra on business. Joriel is an extremely busy figure in this city. If you wish a word with her, now's the time to have it. Fair enough.
Need something?
What?
Oh, piss off.
What? What?
I do not know how it happened, but here we are. How astute of you to make it to this point. I might have been surprised to be uncovered so quickly, but Edessa is a city of whispers. I'm almost shocked it took this long for us to meet. The Praetorians have a saying, an army is but a single being, and every soldier is a weapon it wields. If every common soldier is a weapon, what of you? Certainly a rare commodity in these contested times, if not a kingmaker. Your presence here is too tempting for some of my colleagues, so I observe you to observe them. That is the game we Templars must play. Yes and no. You wield a power new and greater than many are capable of understanding, and to unforeseen repercussions. I worry of that. But greater still is our response to this power, how we approach it, and how we attempt to understand it. This city, our race, is built on the promise of plans reaching fruition, and as convicted as some are, others might be Distracted by you. A simple enough question. The answer is unfortunately complicated. I speak with the authority of a Templar. It is enough to make my suspicions law, if need be. So I must remain silent, if I wish to learn what I need. No. To speak frankly, I had intended this observation to be conducted with your awareness. You were never meant to know that someone was watching you. It could make my quarry suspicious. It is a frustrating turn of events. But how did you come here? Who exposed this to you in the first place? Bruton? Bodyguard? I never hired any... Ugh, by Athene. I've been outmaneuvered. Whoever hired Bruton likely knew you would be watched, and knows you're meeting with me. You have to find Bruton. Whoever he's working for, they can't have good plans for you or me.
Okay, let's... I don't know, I guess I'm going back to my house again. Because we need to go confront Bruton.
You wish to speak?
Yeah, so... we gotta speak to Bruton.
What?
At my house.
Fancy a chat?
We'll say I'm glad the loading screens aren't as bad anymore. They were bad on the PlayStation 4. They're not so bad here now.
Well, I've learned enough about your doings to know when I've been found out. Took you long enough. When I was told I'd be targeting a man who came back from the dead, I thought I heard wrong. But then I learned about the Well of Souls. As soon as Joriel's out of the way, my employers will make the well theirs. And all of the power that comes with it. The Templars are not all of like mind for what road our civilization needs to take. Such as my employer. We plan on grander things for our brethren. But some are holding us back, like Joriel. So we'll kill her. Then they can experiment on you. But before that happens, me and the boys will have our fun. Yeah, good hunting.
Ah, piss off. Okay, so I killed him. He's dead.
Fancy a chat?
And now we just kind of got to make it so Joriel doesn't die. Yeah, the stairs are up here.
Yes.
You've gotten to Bruton then. This was not the outcome I had anticipated. That you were able to deal with it is gratifying. Killing Bruton should send a message to his masters to stop their plans. I heard what he said about my death. It seems I am indebted. With any luck, the serpent will not bite without its fangs. Our business can be concluded. You have proven capable beyond measure. As a reward, I give you the deed to Sandstone Villa. It is now yours, completely. If you wish, you may make improvements to it at the Grand Bursars. Now, there is much I must attend to. I am off.
Ooh, I can make improvements to it. Let's do that. I have money to spare, so let's go do that. It's now not just a house I'm being housed in. It is my house. I own it. It is my house.
Yes?
Like, I have more money than I know what to do with, so... Hi.
Welcome to the Grand Bursars, the city's financial heart. Though not a gnome, my superiors have authorized me to help you as best I can. We can offer loans, property development opportunities, and oversight on investments made with us. Now, what can I do for you? Ah, so you are the new owner of Sandstone Villa. Very well. If you wish, we can have crews begin work immediately. Excellent. We'll begin work at once. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Is that so? Well, we can certainly arrange that. Work shall be... We've supplied you with a forge, should you feel the desire to perform some handiwork of your own. Very good. We'll have it ready for you soon. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Is that so? Very well. The labs have graciously donated a potion bench. You won't regret it. I cannot. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Regrettably, no. The quality and strength of the stone in your foundation cannot support any additional work. My apologies. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Very well. We'll invest a standard capital on your behalf. We can't promise its return, but we will invest it to your discretion. Well enough. The capital will partly finance a new Motus mining expedition, which can bring great wealth or nothing. Have a pleasant day.
Okay. We're done in the desert. So we're going back to Rathia. We have a boat to catch.
Rathia sails with you this day. Godspeed.
The General has returned.
Okay. So before we do anything else, I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I'll be back. Enjoy the clips and the video and the... Yeah, enjoy the clips.
What the fuck? We can teach them. We can teach them. Why is there so many?
god, I have to jump to that and there's something in there! Ah! Fire! Oh, don't mind me! Please don't eat me! I'm twerking! I need help!
We find them and die on closed land. I think we could move more easily.
I'm twerking!
Never thought of it like that. All right.
Most satisfying thing ever! Come here, Splodies. I've got a job for you. We're gonna explode more stuff because exploding stuff is cool. This is my Splody song.
She just shooting herself? Shooting at us. What is she doing? Why did I hire her? Let's get away from her. I don't think anyone's there. She's crazy. She's not shooting anybody. I'm making fire. Then. Man, all the hell's burn.
Did you have to set the house I was in on fire?
Which one? Oh! I'm trying to make it burnies. Sorry.
I didn't know it was like that. Yeah, when you pull it out, it's folded up. And
Whoa.
yeah. Okay, so now that it's out, yeah, you've pretty much worked that out.
I'm coming! Oh, I'm gonna save all these criminals! Come on, Power! Come on, sit on my lap there, boy.
No!
Let's go! I'll take good care of you, Power. Time for your colonoscopy.
Oh shit, I fell off.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Thanks for the heart attack. It's too high. Why can't I grab it? No!
Oh shit. I watched that. I watched that happen and I was like, wow, what a jump. Oh.
Why is there always hands? Oh God, I hate hands. Nobody did anything. No.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving this place.
Okay. Oh, I'm naked. Oh, sorry.
Did the murder kitty take
But
your
that
clothes
worked out.
as well?
You wanna see? Wait 2 seconds. Just wait 2 seconds. Look at this, lady. Is your husband this sexy?
Yes. More so,
okay,
I'd
now
say.
Now you destroyed my look. Okay, just leave me. I'm depressed now. No,
I'm sorry, it's just yet.
But listen,
I'm very, very happily
this amount
married.
Of back hair? Does he have this amount of back hair? Casey, are you there?
I can't breathe.
It is okay. Well, Casey.
This isn't weird at all.
Just four of us standing there staring at a girl in a bikini.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm mesmerized by the three legs and the booty.
Okay, we can't go in the river of soda because this happens.
Okay, so we can't drink the Fanta then?
Nope.
We're gonna
Can't
have...
swim in this fantasy. Get it? Fantasy.
Okay, Ren. I don't think anyone saw me go in here. Oh, that was unfortunate. I thought I got away. Okay, run, salute me too. Run, salute me too.
I am right behind you.
Through the top door around. She's there she is.
Oh no, it's Grumpy.
Break it top.
Burn, hippo, burn! That hippo's on fire. So, Barry, what are you doing, Barry? I present to you, El Baby Head.
Oh
Oh,
my.
God, are you giving a head again?
I'm gonna die, dog. Hey, get this guy first. You gotta help him first, dog. He's brown.
Okay, put him down.
Shit! What the fuck?
What are you doing? Yeah, just leave. Just.
Did you grab the other ones? I'd probably eat a mush. Oh, are you trying to kill me?
No, there was a lantern there.
What was that?
Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Over. It's like I kind of stabbed them with. Oh, they're me. No! Ah, bad wolfies!
That suspect up, get him in the ambo, let's get FR, suspect out of here.
Ow! Ah! Ah!
Yes, sir.
Okay, can we just bring all of the toys to the X-ray machine? Is that what we're doing, Six? Are we bringing everything? Are we having like a toy orgy in here? We're gonna have a toy orgy in the X-ray machine.
They're naked?
I found Daddy's porn! Pick up the... I have an even better shoey. This is the best shoey ever. Look how cool this shoey is. Come on, we go on a trip. I don't want to die! I'm about to die! She's going to kill me again! No! to get out, woman.
Back off, ya spooky bitch.
And I'm back. Okay. Next area, let's go.
The ships are loading now for Senshir. Are you ready to board?
Take me.
Right away.
Agarth, you know better than any of us how this will end. Why must we fight a war that you know we will not win?
You would still ask that to Lara, after all you've seen.
Until I get an answer, Fate Weaver. Until then.
Why do we fight? Because there is hope. Because only through battle can we break the chains that fate has forged. Don't you see? We have been given a chance. And though some of us will die, we will die knowing that our lives were finally our own. That we are no longer slaves to the whims of fate. Would you throw it away? Just for fear of another defeat? Not I. I will fight. And if I die knowing that I have made a choice. And this choice, for good or for ill, was my own.
Looks like the Tuatha are up to something.
He's a training person.
Just another recruit.
I've heard the soldiers say death has only need to know something about Senshir. I'm the one to ask. Keep them coming.
Ew, that should be full. That's full persuasion. Awesome.
The great general, not exactly the heroes of legend, but you're a welcome sight nonetheless. Likely you've come to see the fortress before it falls. I've seen her stand for the last 10 years, but the end, I think, has finally come. Our scouts report that the Tuatha are massing, and in their wake we've seen it. The Niskaru Lord, Baelor, has come for Senshir at last. Indeed, they expect us to hide behind the walls of Senshir. Instead, we'll rush the field and delay the Baelor's arrival. That leaves the Witch Knight. Malwyn is the commander of the Tuatha forces, and likely the one who has made a pact with the Baelor. You and Talera will be part of an effort to kill him. If we can kill Witch Knight Malwyn, then the Baelor may run rampant in the field, and in the chaos we can rout the Tuatha. It is much to hope for, but that's the plan.
Okay, let's go.
Soon. I know you're eager, but take a moment to make sure you're ready. Check your gear and say your goodbyes. When you're ready, come meet me by the gates. I'll be readying the troops.
You look a little nervous.
What is Talera doing back here?
I want to see these merchants. Do either of you sell backpacks?
Keep walking. Interested in a trinket or a gem? Rialti's Ma has what you need. Another time then.
I don't care if the bartender's manning the ramp.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got...
Literally only interested in backpacks. Although I'll take your lockpicks too.
Got plenty of coin. Come back again.
last Tuatha.
Elf Mummy!
You didn't think I'd miss this, did you?
The great general is...
I hope you're ready for what lies ahead. This is no time to make jokes. These people are scared, and your chances are slim, with or without that spear. Mel Senshir's fate was sealed long ago. You may be able to change that, but the Tuatha aren't taking any chances. Prepare to fight, and be ready to die. Be on your way.
Come on. Commander O'Wyglen wants to talk before we leave. Witch Knight Malwyn and his forces bested me 10 years ago, and I've been preparing myself since then. If I'm not ready now, then I don't deserve another chance.
Great general, what is it? Time is running out. Steel yourselves. The battle is not to be taken lightly. Then let us go. We've had sightings of the Tuatha vanguard. When they enter the courtyard, we will open the gates and counterattack. You and Talera will use the distraction to execute your plan. One way or another, this will be over soon.
Okay, it's wartime! Oh, they come bringing an army of trolls.
Hore Sunera Alfor! Our hunt for Malwyn can now begin in earnest. I will take one path and you another. If O'Wyglen's troops hold, then Malwyn will be delayed at the outer wall with the Balor. But we should make sure he doesn't get past us. Now, we must get moving. There is no room for error.
I help kill!
Is anybody left in there? Just one. Open the door now. The Tuatha came fast. We held them back, but I'm the last one left.
Die!
looks like a city defense.
I'll make sure they don't try that again. Someone's got to make sure these ladders stay down. And you need to move before O'Wyglin's troops start falling back. Be on your way.
Finally, some reinforcements. We tried to fight off the two Arthur, but they took most of our company prisoner. They're threatening to execute the rest unless we lay down our arms. You could get in amongst them, silently, if possible, and save what's left of the survivors.
Not quite as many survivors as we would hope, but it could be worse. Yay! There's so many chairs. And it makes me so happy. That's a mean, ugly fuck. Okay, what do we got? Oh, fuck you.
This is our chance, before they can regain control of the creature. Ah! Theoden, guide my hand. For Rathir!
I kinda knew all of my allies weren't making this out alive.
No more.
Come on, General, you can do this. You were born to wield that. Died valiantly, General.
You! You're still alive! You've got to destroy Baelor before it tears this place apart. I know, child. Everything seemed still in that moment when she struck the Baelor. At least she died how she wanted to. But her sacrifice won't mean anything unless you do something to stop that beast.
Shiny, shiny, shiny. Like, things are getting super, super tense. Tyrone in the dungeons! Tyrone! Let me through, let me through, let me through, let me through, let me through! Ow! I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to fight this thing, but... Okay, so it's shooty, 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 dodgy, dodgy, dodge. Stab! 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 Stabby! Stab! Stab! Stabby! You die now, you ugly thing! In the eye! They all go smush.
Battle is lost! Run, fools! Run!
Yes, run away, you cowardly fucks.
The Tuatha, they're gone. After 10 years, I can't believe they're finally gone. We lost many, but we all knew the risk. I almost joined them. The Tuatha had my back against the outer wall when there was this flash of light. I looked up, and all I saw was the silhouette of you on top of that beast. It was the most glorious sight of my life, but I never saw the general. I'd like to personally thank her. Then the rumors of her dishonor will finally be silenced. She gave everything to us in the end, and the world will know that. When we rebuild these walls, we'll name them after General Talera. Her memory will stand as long as the ramparts shine. But she never would have been here had you not delivered her to us. It can never be enough, but we hope you'll accept this as our thanks. We freed the city, but the Tuatha still hold most of Cluricon. Over the years, they've infected every part of these swamps. Clearing them out isn't going to be easy, but we might have help. There are rumors of a small band of fighters harassing the Tuatha. Perhaps the hero of Senshir can convince them to work with us. Good luck. Our soldiers are doing their best out there, but it's still a nightmare. Watch out for those red-eyed bastards.
Allies can come from the strangest places.
Quest!
damned swamps.
Lyria is smiling upon us now.
Quest! Hello?
The Tuatha lines have broken, and we still live. It looks like fate has a sense of humor. Please, forgive my melancholy. The champion of Mel Senshir should be cheered, not subjected to my sorrow. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you my thanks. Though many have been lost, your courage saved a great many more. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary who threw himself in the fray. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate, though. I watched the Tuatha cut him off, and then he was gone. It shames me, but I once held such mercenaries in great disdain. But this man, whoever he was a warrior of honor. He was cut off and surrounded by the Tuatha. He is surely dead. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. It would give me peace to learn of his fate. Farewell.
So what am I actually doing in this quest? Find allies in Cluricon. Okay. So wait, we're getting this right. Cool. Ooh. It's all jungly. Well, that was jungly, but...
You! Stop! State your business.
Keep your hands off me, fool. You. You're the one who slew the Baelor. Honor to you, champion. I command the Ariad. We are warrior scouts, the eyes of the Alfar. My men are scouting the Tuatha's retreat, though I fear I may have lost even them to this cursed forest. They are overdue. My men are never late. They are either where they are supposed to be, or they are dead. In fact, if you are venturing out into the forest, may I prevail upon you for aid?
Sure.
3 of my men are missing. If you discover any evidence of what befell them within the Cursewood, let me know. Warrior to warrior, I would be in your debt. And if it would sweeten the pot, there'd be gold for you as well.
Ew, gold.
Farewell.
Not that I need gold, but yeah.
It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. Especially here, in a land where pleasure has been all too rare. I am Seige the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrows. I'm here to welcome you to our home. I see the hesitation in your eyes. Although I am Fae of the Winter Court, you and I have a common enemy. I am Seige the Outcast. Once, I was Prince of the House of Sorrows, but my true duties are to the true Court of Winter.
Okay, so you're royalty too. I'm Queen of the House of Balance.
Spoiled by Gadflo and the Tuatha. With your help, I can end their reign. Clearly, I'm not Tuatha. I carry a loathing for them that mortals could never understand. I simply approached your lines peacefully and expressed my desire to speak with the Siegebreaker. It seems that even the simplest mortal soldier can recognize an ally against our mutual enemy. Indeed, you accomplished a great feat here. But the Tuatha Deon are far from defeated. Before striking the heart, you must trim the fat and cleave through the bones. If you wish to put an end to Gadflo's reign, meet my brethren and me at Foe's Hearth to the east, and we can talk further there. Now be careful.
Okay, so that's very much near the...
So few to be treacherous.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna...
Standing. You go ahead. It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agarth. I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword and drowned yourself in drink when you learned the way is of fate. And yet here you are, sword in hand, again the victor. How is this? Do the winds lie to me?
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
I get giant rats. No.
What are you doing out here? Did Captain Drafan send you? Tell him I'll be along shortly. I've got some unfinished business brewing here. By unfinished business, I mean Deadeye, Tuatha assassin, responsible for hundreds of Alfar deaths in the war. The two of us just crossed paths here in the wood not half a day past. I hunted the monsters to Shattertear Mines. You're the hero of Mel Senshir, right? Think you can lend a hand?
Okay, let's go kill him.
Deadeye's inside. I don't dare to go in alone. Hundreds of my brethren have fallen to that creature. But you killed the Baelor. So I'll stand here and cover the exit with my bow. You can venture into Shattertear and hunt the hunter, so to speak. Farewell.
Because this ties into... His head was very broken there for a moment. It's honestly a pity I have to kill you guys, because you're honestly very, very cute. Yes, just fall over dead. That's the way we like you. That dagger or sword or whatever I just picked up there had a fun name. And I approve. I like this though. We're picking up some fun stuff that's probably potentially better than what we have. Because, yeah, this is... yeah.
Deadeye is finished then. Well done, warrior. Take this gold for your troubles. And now, I best return to Captain Drafan. He'll want a full report. Farewell.
I'm not sure why it's being so weird about me, Die, 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 die now. Thank you. Big piles of death.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
Oh, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Okay. Okay, so the other one's in there, so let's go find what happened to the other guy. I don't like thrushes very much. They are big, massive pains. Okay, let's have a look at... Okay. They're not better. Bleeding damage over 6. There's a lot of stuff over time, though. But that's also faster and it looks cool. I'll keep that for the moment. Why is all the cool armor one? Hey, I can get rid of all these now. Cool. Okay, there's another. Lots of shiny things.
It was a time of change. The cycles of the seasons turned as ever, but inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
Ooh. I would like to have a look at this journal. Blah, 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 blah. Sad. He'll never get to go home to his brother.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand.
Greetings.
A journal? Let me see. This book looks like it might belong to the man who saved my life. He speaks of a brother in a place called the Icebrine Coast. Perhaps when the war is over, I will travel there and tell this man how his brother died. Thank you, champion. This book has brought me some small measure of peace.
Okay, so we can... go do the thing.
There are worse allies to have in the winter.
Ooh, a shiny thing I forgot to loot. Hey. Doop. There we go.
A group of Winter Fae, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the Midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, A small sapling of white bark and red leaves growing from the bodies in the midden. They call it the hallowed tree.
Oh, hello, side quest.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has, at least, been worthwhile. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha Deon. Like your Alfar allies, we Winterfey suffer under the Tuatha's onslaught. And like the Alfar, we Winterfey need a champion. But it is a difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have different priorities, different threats. We need someone who understands that.
Well, I understand it plenty. You're talking to the Queen of the House of Ballads. Like...
It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the Midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This Hearthstone will grant you access. Once you are within the halls, my questions will be answered.
Fucking jump scaring cunt fucks!
Can't believe we beat you here. Seige knows some amazing shortcuts through this place.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable at times, as the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it. So I did. We are the Bitter Frost, the last few remnants of free Winterfey. We have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. Our numbers are few, but we have fought our kin as best we can. The once noble houses of Sorrow, Pride, and Vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. Blind him, cut out his tongue, draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to begin to strike at Alabastra. The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Cluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch, and corrupts our land. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect this land. Without Gadflow to guide them, the Tuatha in Cluricon will be disorganized and scattered. When this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the...
Okay. So I'm going to do some stuff in the Midden, then we'll do the Keening, and then we'll go into the Drowned Forest. I think that's how we'll play it, in which case... Actually, let me work something out. Yeah, I have actually been streaming longer than I should have been. So I'm gonna call it here. Seems like a good place to call it. I'll be back tomorrow with an indie game. We're going to be checking out a visual novel called Videoverse tomorrow. It's kind of video game based, but that's the plan for tomorrow, and then we're going to do some more Bioshock. But let me okay. I think we know where I'm going to go. We haven't raided her before, but she's fairly new to the We Come in Peace network. So, but yeah, I have seen her quite a bit in Platt's stream particularly while he's been playing Detroit Become Human. So, we're going to go over there, and I am going to catch you guys the next stream. Much love to you. Bye. Could drill all the things.
Before we go any further, can someone please give me a pokey stick?
With pleasure.
Not what I meant. There's fucking babies in that room.
We've not had one of those over here in donkeys years. That's what she said.
You sound like a